Now we turn our attention live to the women's 1500-meter final. You see the world and American records. Mary Slaney will be in this final. This final also features one of the glamour girls of track and field, Suzy Hamilton. She has wholesome cover girl looks and the kick of a champion. She's Suzy Hamilton, and don't misjudge her competitive drive.
1500-meter final.
Perhaps it's the looks. It's tough to consider someone with those looks to be a serious athlete. Or maybe it's the fairy tale California lifestyle. But make no mistake, Suzy Hamilton is driven to capture a spot on the U.S. Olympic team. The pressure of the trials can't be greater than what she experienced in 1991. She got her college degree last spring from the University of Wisconsin. Yes, that quest was just beginning. Next was her marriage in the perfect gown to Mark Hamilton, a University of Wisconsin baseball player. And shortly after her honeymoon, she won the U.S. 1500 title. That earned her a trip to the World Championships, where illness compromised her chances.
I definitely wasn't happy with my performance. I had gotten salmonella in Europe, and I thought it was better. And I probably shouldn't have been racing still. I should have taken the time off and rested. But I couldn't pass up an opportunity of going to the World Championships. And it was a good learning experience. It really was. I think I am prepared now for the Olympics and the Olympic trials coming up. Just running against these people at the World Championships, it gives you an idea of what you're up against. So definitely I'm prepared mentally and physically.
Suzy now trains with the men at Pepperdine University in Malibu, California, where Coach Dick Chapman is intent on building endurance in the U.S. 1500 champion.
First thing that we have been doing with her is to increase her stamina. And when you have that kind of speed and desire, it's so easy to get lulled into the fact that I can beat anyone. And she has just accepted it. Just say, yeah, that is the thing, you're right. I do need to work on what might be the weaker part of my race.
Suzy relaxes and attends practice while Mark is in law school. It's all very California low-key.
We each have our own separate thing, and I think we're handling it pretty well. We don't get too stressed out about anything. I mean, there will be tomorrow whether I don't do well in the finals or Suzy doesn't do well in the Olympics or whatever.
From the beaches to the Olympic Stadium in Barcelona, it would be the final chapter in what is already the fairy tale story of Suzy Hamilton. There's Suzy being introduced to the crowd here at Tad Gormley Stadium. She idolized Mary Slaney when she was growing up. And she'll be facing Mary Slaney in this 1500 final.
They've rarely raced against one another, and when I asked Mary Slaney about that, she said it embarrasses her to think that most of the women in this race did idolize her at one time.
One of the favorites, PattiSue Plumer, graduate of the Stanford Law School. She's been running well, made the team with a first-place finish in the 3,000 back on Monday.
She suffered from a cold since then, although she says she's feeling better for the final.
And from Oakland, California, Regina Jacobs could be a threat to make the team.
She just finished her MBA at Berkeley and hasn't raced much this season, but she's always good in the Olympic year.
Here are the competitors in the women's 1500-meter final.
Ruth Wysocki was a 1984 Olympian in this event. Shelly Steely has already made the team in the 3,000 meters.
And the 1500 competitors sent on their way. Top three make the team that goes to Barcelona. Elisa Hill moves out to take the early lead. Elisa Hill in front, running along the inside.
Elisa Hill ran in the 800 meters, did not make the team in that event. She felt that was good preparation for this event, the 1500 meters. She's the Pan American Games champion in this event.
Elisa Hill will lead the field through the home stretch for the first time. Gina Procaccio is there in second. Suzy Hamilton was running third, but now has dropped back a little bit off the pace. Fran Bensel in the red trunks and the white jersey now moves to the second spot behind Elisa Hill. PattiSue Plumer moves up on the outside to challenge for the lead now, and PattiSue Plumer and Mary Slaney go right to the front. Elisa Hill on the inside. Those three vying for the lead into the turn. PattiSue Plumer, Elisa Hill, and Mary Slaney.
Isn't this interesting to see Mary Slaney running in third, and you see some pushing and shoving there as the pace is quite slow at this point, 65 seconds. Mary Slaney normally would take the lead and push the pace.
PattiSue Plumer in the sunglasses has the lead. Just to her right, Mary Slaney in the white jersey. Now Suzy Hamilton moves up into third, and Elisa Hill is fourth. Gina Procaccio is fifth.
Suzy Hamilton has a very worried look on her face, and I think she spent a lot of effort to move up into that now fifth place position. She has not been training with her old coach, Peter Tagan, under whom she ran at the University of Wisconsin. He used to actually have her train for tactical races. They would get a bunch of runners out there, position them around Suzy Hamilton, and then ask her to get out of a bad spot. She hasn't been doing that this year since she moved out to California.
PattiSue Plumer in front. Mary Slaney just her outside second. Shelly Steely now takes third. Elisa Hill on the inside is fourth. Then Regina Jacobs on the outside fifth. And Suzy Hamilton on the inside is sixth.
In a way, PattiSue Plumer and Mary Slaney are working together right now to try to keep the pace moving. They can go through in about 2 minutes and 12 seconds. It'll be fast enough so that it won't be wide open at the end. And there it is, 2:11.55. If they let the pace lag too much, then it will just open the race up to just about anybody in the last lap.
PattiSue Plumer on the left of your screen in the black with a short lead over Mary Slaney, just her outside in the white jersey. Shelly Steely in the purple is third. Elisa Hill in the black top, and now being passed to come up to take that fourth spot is Regina Jacobs. And Regina Jacobs looks like she's going to go up to challenge Plumer and Slaney for the lead.
I talked with Regina and her coach, Tom Craig, and they really had very limited, or at least a limited number of goals for this season. Winning the trials was one of them. Getting an Olympic medal is another one, and she's in a good position as they come up to 1 lap to go.
Bell lap in the 1500. PattiSue Plumer leads. Mary Slaney is second. Regina Jacobs is third. Shelly Steely is fourth. Suzy Hamilton fifth. Elisa Hill sixth.
PattiSue Plumer is one of the toughest athletes in the world, male or female. She always does exactly what she has to do to succeed, and this is what she needs to do. Get the sprint going early and then turn it on around the last turn. Mary Slaney is still in the relaxed mode. Watch out for Regina Jacobs moving up.
Top three go to Barcelona. PattiSue Plumer in front. Regina Jacobs now moves up to challenge. Mary Slaney trying to hold on third. Suzy Hamilton is fourth. They're into the turn for home. PattiSue Plumer now being challenged by Jacobs, who moves by to take the lead. Here comes Hamilton also on the move, and Slaney trying to keep pace. Plumer trying to hang on desperately. Through the stretch, Jacobs in front. Plumer tries to come back. Hamilton third, Slaney fourth. It's Jacobs in front. Plumer can't catch her. Hamilton will take third, and there's your Olympic team. Jacobs, Plumer, Hamilton.
And irony of ironies, it's Suzy Hamilton that beats out her idol, Mary Slaney, for the third spot on the Olympic team. Regina Jacobs has done virtually nothing for 4 years. Her best time this year, 4:08 coming into this competition. She wins in 4:03, and Mary Slaney just didn't have a sprint in the home stretch. Suzy Hamilton took a big risk and passed on the inside. There you see her going from fourth to third place. Mary Slaney looks around to see if there's anyone else in the picture. No turnover for Slaney. She had a foot operation last December and hasn't done the kind of speed work necessary for a closing kick like this. Regina Jacobs, no one saw her. She was busy getting her MBA, and she shows up when it counts at the Olympic trials. PattiSue Plumer makes the team in the 3,000 meters and now the 1,500 meters. And a good time for Regina Jacobs, 4:03.
4:03.73, the unofficial time in the women's 1500. And 33-year-old Mary Slaney, Craig, may have missed on her final spot to get the Olympic gold and the Olympic stuff she's really craved throughout her career.
I would never count her out. She's talked about moving up to the 10,000 meters. She may be back in 4 years.
Let's go to Todd Christensen.
Okay, we're here with all three members. First of all, Regina, I think you surprised an awful lot of people coming down the stretch run. You showed a lot of speed in that last 200 meters.
Yeah, I've been really working on my kick. It's paid off. I'm ready for the Olympics.
But that speed, I mean, where did that extra speed come from?
I started out as an 800-meter runner, so I have it naturally.
One of the things they talk about here, the phrase I keep hearing is no pain, no Spain. Never was that more applicable to you, PattiSue. Now, a double entrant 1,500 and 3,000 meters.
Well, I knew I had to go out hard if I was going to have a chance to win or make the team, and It was a hard week, and I actually was doing this for Butch Reynolds. You know, I trained with Butch, and I really think he was shafted, and I just wanted to make a good one going for him.
Congratulations to you. Suzy, you know, one of the things I always hear about you is Suzy's always so darling, but you showed a lot of competitiveness down the stretch, a lot of speed, a lot of guts.
I did this one especially for my little puppy. Her name was Otis, and she died 2 nights ago. So this one was for her.
Well, congratulations to you, and I'm sorry about Otis. Back to you, Tom.
All right, the 1500 is in the books.